Welcome to season number 6 of the XBA. We've had a few games played already. If you guys want to check those out, it's XBA Primetime. But let's get this underway. We have the Jacks and the Cyclones tipping things off here. Still pretty early in the season. See how these teams are doing up to about February. That's where the end of this video will take us. And you look at a team like the Cyclones, adding Anthony Davis and Tatum, losing Westbrook. I think they'll take that trade. They figure to be one of the top teams in the Western Conference. And then you have the Las Vegas Jacks. We're looking pretty good, as usual. They're letting Kalen Healy play at shooting guard, so he'll be the starting shooting guard this year. Kendrick out there as well at power forward. So I like where this team is headed. Apollo St. Patrick has always given me a feel like he's a special player, like he could be a champion. But obviously there's a lot of candidates, a lot of contenders for the throne here in our final 2 seasons of the XBA. Jack's off to a good start, 5-2 with about 6 minutes left to play. Here's Justice Bettis, one of the top rookies from last year. He played very, very good for the Cyclones. Good 3-point shooter here. Here's Anthony Davis with the lay-in. Good, 5-4. There's Healy again, gonna get another bucket to count. And then Scalabrini taking over at point guard for the Cyclones. All right, free agent addition here is Lonnie Walker coming over from Denver. Is gonna knock that one down. Bankston finds Hudson. Hudson will miss the deep shot. Troy Brown with the rebound. So it's a new kind of Jacks team. They got some new faces thrown into the mix here. Kind of like how they're looking so far. There's 3-ball good from Duncan Robinson, the other free agent addition. Artie St. Patrick for 3. Makes it, well, right now it's 43-38. Underneath, Apollo St. Patrick scoring, making 45. Justice Bettis. Going to see some of that this year, probably. Some alley-oops there. There's Tatum as the first half winds down. He'll knock that one. Davis trying to put one more right before the half. Well defended there. And the Cyclones are down by 5. Kalen Healy with 13. Bettis with 7. So pretty good first half there for the Jacks. Still up by 6 here. Bankston for 2. Making that one look easy. The XBA 2 grad here. 61-57. There's Jaylen Brown for 3. Make it count. 66-57. Brown again throwing it down. 68-57. So big lead here right off the inbound. Scalabrini. Nice move. Gets around St. Patrick. 9-point lead. We got a steal. Tatum strips it from Healy, and Tatum's going for the flash with the dunk there. Healy with a jumper. No good. Scalabrini will corral it. Finds Tatum. Tatum inside too. Who else? Anthony Davis. A multiple-time XBA MVP and an XBA champion. Scalabrini for the tie here at the free throw line. So make it 70-70. Good defenses here tonight. And right now the Jacks are trying to prevent a collapse here because Kendrick's going inside. Finds Jokic. Jokic, well defended. Basley will get the rebound outside there to Tatum with the green and make it 73-70. And a turnaround for Apollo St. Patrick. That's one angle I didn't talk about. It is St. Patrick versus St. Patrick in this game. I didn't think about that earlier. 2.5 minutes just about. Still 1-point lead for the Cyclones. St. Patrick still fighting. Got his own miss back and scores. Got 1.5 minutes now. Bettis for 3, no good. Kendrick with that wingspan will corral it. 75-74, 1.5 minutes. And there's St. Patrick with the altitude. 50 seconds. Bettis inside. Gonna get the foul. It's gonna go against Jokic. So Bettis a chance to put a couple points here on the board. He's got 12 tonight. Make it 13. Clutch moments here for Justice Bettis. And he will convert the second. So now with about 35 left, Jokic can't get it to go. Probably could have had that one. 30 seconds. Scalabrini finds Bettis, defended by Healy. He's got some space. Bettis drains it with 24 seconds. And the Cyclones are up by 2. Jokic versus Anthony Davis. No, Anthony Davis well defended there. 8 seconds. Somebody foul him, please. And they will. And while with a 4-point deficit, it looks like the Jacks will lose this one. Pretty sure they should have won this. Definitely trending that way, but the Cyclones get the dub here in their early season matchup. So good game there. Jacks played well, but when you score 11 points in the fourth quarter, that's what happens. Apollo St. Patrick with 22. Lonnie Walker had 15 off of the bench. So big game for those guys, but it does not matter. All right, let's go to the Pepperdome here. Still early season. You got the Chili Dogs against the El Paso Peppers. It's a different look here for Cincinnati. McFly and Hardgrove, two of the best rookies from last year. Big-time impact players. They have a year under their belts. They figure to improve, but they're going to add Michael Porter Jr., and it looks like they might have got a good pick here with Malcolm Ruka. And then they got this dude up from XBA 2, Xander Pollock, one of the better XBA 2 players of last season, their second-round pick from a year ago. El Paso, you see Bjorn Bergstrom there, one of their first-round picks. Nikos for 2. They added Jackson Hayes and Cole Anthony and James Harden. So, well, Jackson Hayes. So it's a little bit different of a Peppers team, but I think this is a team that could get a big rebound heading into this year. I know last year did not go the way they wanted it to, but with Harden, he's back. He made it all the way back to El Paso where it all started. I think the Peppers probably going to be a playoff team, but we'll see. Right now they're down by 8. Hargrove has 19. Jackson Hayes has 7 points. 49-41. McFly for 2. Make it 53-41. Pretty lackluster turnaround there, but it is Jackson Perry. Every time we get Jackson Perry highlight, I like to show it. Harden for 3, 57-50. Killian Hayes, no good. Nikos with the rebound. Finds Harden. Harden weaving his way inside against Killian Hayes, and that is a nice way to get some separation. They'll score there. 75-72. Stolen away. Hayes taking it in again. He will take it himself and dunk. 77-72 right now. 2.5 minutes. McFly with a steal. Horrible turnover there. And McFly finds Killian Hayes. Got a little bit of room. Thought about maybe taking it McFly. Maybe getting a screen here from the rookie, Ruka. And McFly is rejected by Jackson Hayes. Porter Jr., Killian Hayes to McFly for 3, and he will nail it. Down to about 35 seconds here, still 6 points. Cole Anthony looking for something. Tipped up. Hargrove will get it, and a foul against Hargrove. Harden trying to do something here in an 81-77 game. Ruka at the line can really ice this thing, but he'll miss. Got 15 seconds. El Paso needs a 3. Way downtown, no good. Jackson Hayes can't come up with it, so 82-77. Your final here, the Chili Dogs get the win. It's a young team, but they might be pretty dangerous. We'll see how they look here in the standings. We're going to simulate quite a bit ahead here and get you guys a feel for what's happening around the league. Harden 19 in that one. Not good enough. Hargrove 23. McFly had 14 with 10 assists. So good job there for the young Chili Dogs. Now let's simulate ahead here. We're about 18 games into the season. Martians are 15-3. Chill are doing very well. Cyclones are only 12-3. So they've got a few games behind the Martians, but they've played fewer. Martians well ahead in first place. Summit, Jack, Cyborgs playing pretty well. Leopards, Lawman above 500. Tempo 9-9. New Orleans again disappointing 7-10. Stampede 7-11. Phoenix, not sure what the problem is there, and then the Supernovas not playing very well either. Pittsburgh 12-13. You got BC Chicago 11-5. Washington Chili Dogs 9-5. Jump are 10-8. Olympians, City Slickers, Bruisers all hanging around the middle there with the Neon Sting Power. Kentucky a little underwhelming there at 6-11. Miami, Montreal 5-11, along with Carolina, and then the Toronto Stags. I'm a little shocked there. 5-12 after 17 games. Pretty disappointing for the Stags. And now let's look at some of our scoring leaders. Malik Jones, 31 points a game. Kemmerly with 24. You got Curry, Morant, Durant. Rolando Bishop's averaging 22. You got Anthony St. Patrick Cartwright well over 20 points a game there. How about Forbes for Kentucky? 20 points as a rookie. Not bad. Juan Orgata with 19.9. Rondé Russell's up there as well, 19.5 points. Blackman, 21st in the league in points per game. Wyatt Price and Karl Anthony Towns, the two Nashville Tempo guys up there. Devin Booker, 18.1. Diamantakos. Cole Anthony, a little bit lower than where he was last year. Burnside and Bettis. CJ Thomas, I'm a little surprised he's only at 17. It's still pretty early. I guess he can probably get that sorted out. Max Boss at 17.2. Malachi Hendricks, 17 points per game. Laterman at 16.4 to go with 4.5 assists per game. So good stuff out of him there. Kennedy Alvarez, 51st in the league in scoring. Mason Hendricks, 53. Phoenix Wah, 54th. Darius Garland, his new digs there. He's got 6.8 assists per game. Luka only at 15, but obviously with the rebounds and assists, he's always a stat stuffer kind of threat. But you'd like to see maybe Luka score some more, but he's got to spread the love around because he's playing with guys like John Collins and Darius Garland. So that's probably bound to happen. Curry Lyons, 13.4 points per game. Going down the list here still, I saw Lloyd Rosado, Shakir Nader, 13.1. This is just to give you guys a view of how they're doing. Rebounds and assists as well. So I went down from the top 100. Shaman Hargrove, 12.6. So he's seen his production, his usage has gone down by quite a bit. Bradley Beal, only 12.3 points per game for the Dragons. Ingram at 12 points. Theo Dawkins in his first extended XBA action, getting about 12 points per game. As we look at the rebound leaders, you got Brian Capella, 8, and Jin Hao, 12.7. Drummond, Towns, Embiid, Gobert, John Collins, and Anthony Davis. He's 10th in the league in rebounds per game. A little surprised to see that. Nas Dunstan, 13th in boards per game to go with 8 points. Jean-Philippe Mbassi, 18th. Mitchell Robinson up there as well. The assist leaders, you got Tyrese Halliburton, LaMelo Ball, Alejandro Sanchez, Luka, Chris Paul, still plugging away. Hampton, Simmons, Anthony Walsh, and AJ Creighton. Interesting stuff there. We're still at about that 20-game mark for most of the league. You have the St. Louis Arrows and Alaska Chill here. Two hated rivals. And Mo Bamba joined the Alaska Chill. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. But you got a St. Louis team that is still around that 500 mark. Nothing special this season so far, but things can obviously change in that regard. And then you have the Alaska Chill, who are playing very, very well. And I think a lot of it has to do with Mo Bamba joining that team. And we know maybe in real life he's not quite as good as he is in this game, but he is something to contend with in this XBA here. So Alaska is sitting pretty here for one of the potential Western Conference contenders. They're up 4-0 early. You got a deep 2 there from Phoenix Wah. It's 14-12. Giannis scoring again here, 16-12 now. Rebound by Omar Jakonde. How about Jakonde starting to come to his own a little bit? Julius Randle, easy bucket there. Jurgis Levanauskis for 3, make it 18-17. Kuruc with a miss. Ethan Marks, the rookie, with the rebound. Here's EJ Sanders pulling up for a 3-ball and drains it. So St. Louis takes the lead. Nice tip in by Jakonde from Schroeder. You got a 2 miss there. Jakonde corrals it. So wow, how about Omar Jakonde? Nigerian center. I think he's 7'4", I want to say. Spent a year in XBA 2 early and has really started coming into his own here as the backup center. Apollo Steele still getting minutes at power forward and center, with Bamba now the starters. So Jakonde's got some room here. He's got some room to show off his stuff. But there's Andrew Pierre scoring, and he's taking on a bigger role without Bamba around. So he's finally starting, and that's kind of what St. Louis was planning for when they drafted Pierre. They were like, are we going to lose Randall or Bamba? like we don't know. And then it turns out they were able to keep Randall, and now Bamba's gone. So now Pierre can just take over at center. But this good St. Louis team, I think they can turn things around, but it's not going too well here tonight. Porter is kind of taking over. Buddy Mayer scores inside against Theo Starkman. And a 2-ball there. Still 5-point game. Jaconde throwing it down. He is throwing down the gauntlet. And here's a guy who I didn't see too much in that first season, Jurgis Levanauskas, or his second season for that matter. But year 3 for Levanauskas, he's starting to put things together here. 90-86, Apollo Steele with the bucket. Got a little 3 minutes and change here. Sikora with the assist from Starkman. And now it's 94-86. We get a foul going against Porter. Phoenix got to put something on the board here. Still down by 8 with the miss. He gets the second one to go at least. 7-point game. And Giannis will take it up the court, guys. We got about 2:40 right now. It's going to be Giannis versus Nasir Little. And he is finding his way inside. And we get a turnover, guys. Randall comes away with it. Let's see where they end up going here. I'm thinking let Phoenix Wash shoot it. Phoenix is probably your top player. I mean, I don't know. Randall may have something to say about that, but Phoenix is kind of, I feel like he's the engine that makes this thing go. And with St. Louis in the bonus, that foul is going to put Little at the line. So he's got 5 points tonight after that one, 6 boards. Little will miss the second, so leaving some points on the court tonight for the Arrows, but they get a miss. Taking it the other way, Buddy Mayer looking for something, gets it inside to Randall. Run away. Randall to Phoenix. Wow. Oh, they left him wide open, but wow, will miss. And Giannis comes away with it. Kevin Porter. Oh, bad defense. Somebody got crossed up there. Kevin Porter is going to score, and St. Louis calls timeout. We get a miss there. Giannis picks it up under a minute, and Pierre will foul out and send Giannis to the line. So things looking good for Alaska. They will win this one, 100-93. Alaska chill, get the W. So a tough one to swallow there for the St. Louis Arrows. I think they were hoping to get a marquee victory. Giannis had 29, Jaconde 10 and 4, Sikora scored 21 himself. Levanauskas, your leading scorer, okay. 3 of 5 from 3-point range. Pierre had a double-double. KJ Summers also had 13 points in this game. Now we're going to check out the Atlanta Olympians and the SoCal Supernovas. So if you're a Supernovas fan, this is probably the last time as Sobchak hits the deck there. Probably the last time that we are going to see the SoCal squad here. They are not very good. They are toiling at the bottom of the XBA standings, and really they are a guard-heavy team. They're a small team, and they just don't have the presence at power forward. I mean, Cameron Ranger is natural position, small forward. He's playing a lot of power forward. Perry Jackson with the turnaround there. He's probably not good enough to really cement that position for SoCal. There's Dennis Pavard, who has put in his time at XBA 3, finally getting a big chance here with Atlanta, playing pretty well. But, you know, Marcus Bryant's doing everything for SoCal on the interior, but, you know, the big man presence has just not been there. And Pavard with the steal and score there. And I like what I'm seeing out of Dennis Pavard, man. He's pretty good. Like, big-time defensive player. Demetrius Edwards-George scoring inside, and then Wiggins going to be a long 2. So Atlanta is taking control here. It is now 49-43. There's Dennis Pavard again off the glass. How about this development here? Max Boss also having himself a pretty good game here. 13 points for the rookie number 2 pick. Alexander Walker for 3. SoCal not out of this thing. 2-ball there, good. Max Boss for 3, and that's what they want him to do. He can shoot threes at that big man position, and he's making SoCal pay for it. There's Jabari Jackson, 81-70. Out of Porter for 2. 191. Theo Dawkins for 3. 194. Another 2-ball good. SoCal climbing back into this thing. But there's Turner for 3. They're going to give him 3 there. 8-point game. Marcus Bryant with the and 1. So they still have a chance here. Chris Paul on the foul. Here's Edwards George off the glass. Flicking that one in. 106-101. Deep ball, no good. Thomas Bryant gets it, calls timeout. So they have a chance. Theo Dawkins with a bit of a rainbow. And Pavard will get the rebound. And 106-101. Atlanta gets the W. So good win there for the Olympians, who are playing pretty good basketball. No surprise here for the Supernovas having to eat that loss. Max Boss had 18, Edward George with 11, and Jackson 15. So a good game overall there. As we go to the workshop, Washington, Detroit. Founders 17-10, Power 12-5. So a little disappointing for Detroit. I was hoping maybe they could do something a little bit more this year. As you see the power rankings there, those are slightly out of date standings, but more or less accurate. Founders find themselves in the upper portion of the Eastern Conference, and Detroit's on the playoff bubble here, but still pretty early in the season. Tyler Walsh with 19, Russell averaging 18 a game. As you see, we are at Christmas Day here, basketball in Detroit. Machado Rainford gets the foul. 5-4. James Vine gonna miss. Gobert rebounds. Russell taking it inside. Finds a good spot. No. Jet cleans it up. Dalton Jet, the rookie power forward for Detroit, will score that one. Russell back inside to Jet. He is an offensive piece here for this Detroit Power team. You got 3 there, or the green there for Ingram. 33-26. Frazier rejected by Gobert, but unable to finish the defensive stand there. 33-28. 2 ball there, good. Let's make it 44-36 as the half winds down, and we get a miss to close things. And I don't know what Walsh is so excited about because his team is losing by 8. Detroit shooting pretty well here in this game. Frazier off the glass and 1. Obi Toppin with the foul. Rosen's going to find Toppin for 2, so Obi Toppin gets that one. Devon Rosens pulls back for a 3 ball. Deadly accurate from that range there out of UCLA. XBA 2 player last year on the big club. This go around. Machado Rainford inside to Russell, and make it 86-79. So time is winding down here. Buddy Hield for 3, no good. And Cedric Machado Rainford with the rebound. 105 left in the game. 86-79 right now. Dalton Jet looking for some space. Under a minute now. What's the call? They're going to get him on a traveling call. And Walsh, nothing doing inside. 40 seconds, no foul. They're down by 7. They're going to play defense. But Rondé Russell's going to make Washington pay for that one. And we get a loose ball there. Still no foul. Dalton Jet blocked from behind. Gets the foul, hits the deck, and scores anyway. And a tough loss here for Washington. Good win for Detroit, though. Nothing Sobchak can do about that. The head coach, Atasek Sobchak, nothing he can do about that. 91-79, your final here. Detroit gets the dub, and it's a pretty important win as, like I said, we are towards the end of December here, and they find themselves on the outside of the playoff mix. So trying to inch their way back to 500. We'll see if they can make good on that. Machado Rainford had 20, Dalton Jet 14, Russell 11, Rosens with 10. Walsh led the way for the Founders, 21 with 13 assists. Fine, good game there as well. We're going to go to Houston. You got the Dragons at the Lawmen. Houston's breaking out the ugly gold uniforms. This might be the last time we see Houston, so I wanted to see how these looked in the game before they called it a season. Maybe not. Maybe they make the playoffs. Who knows? California right now in a 40-40 game. Camden Cunningham. There's a young guy that didn't get any playing time at all last year. He was XBA 2, but he progressed a little bit there as well, and now we're seeing him get some significant minutes. And he couldn't get any time at the big level with Houston, but it's paying off right now. 46-44, D'Angelo Russell scoring there. Dragons not quite in the top 8 in the Western Conference right now. They feel like they could probably get there. Feel like they should be there. Kemba Walker for 2, and then Jaden Hunter after we saw him score earlier. He's going to get the and one opportunity here. Let's see if he can finish this. California with a nice 6-point advantage. And no good. Wingate gets the rebound. About 30 seconds left. Colin Sexton finding D'Angelo Russell, who will throw it down there. And the half will conclude here, 52-48 with the miss. So the Dragons shooting 62%, but only nursing a 4-point lead. Hunter with 12 points off the bench. There's Jamal Murray, who probably could start somewhere, but he decided to sign with Houston. I think he might be trying to win a championship or something here, but we'll see. I mean, he's logging a lot of minutes, so he's getting his time. And 3-ball for Green is good, 68-67. Here's Murray going cross court to Green again, and he's going to knock that one down, 71-67. Beal contested. CJ Thomas with the rebound. He will score. Make this thing a 2-point game, 73-71. Wingate for 2. Easy look there over Howe. And there's Jin Howe on the other end. Alley-oop from Malachi Hendricks. Inside here, Cunningham. He's playing late. He's getting some big-time clutch minutes here. Eklund with the rebound. 84-78 game. Finding Patrick Williams. The jumper is good. Houston building on that lead. Interesting pass there to Jin Howe. Pretty good. CJ Thomas in the corner with about 43 seconds left. Under 30 now. Inside, it's going to miss. And Jin Howe with the rebound. Timeout for the Dragons. 13 seconds. The jumper, no good. Jin Howe, he's trying to kick it. Hendricks thought about doing it. He finds Beal for 3 in the tie. No good. And Howe is going to dive for it, but no dice. Probably was time there for Hendricks to take the 2 and foul later, but they decided to just go for the 3, and it didn't work. So on Christmas Day here, Houston gets the W. And we will check out the box scores here. We got Jamal Murray with 14. You know how Houston goes. They spread the love around quite a bit. CJ Thomas leading scorer with 15. Jin Howe double-double. Now let's check out the standings here. You have the Olympians in first place at 22-11. See the points differential per game there, pretty good. Chili Dogs at 20-10. So I teased that in the preview, but they are sitting pretty here. Upper crust of the Eastern Conference, though, is pretty stacked. As you see, Pittsburgh, New York, Washington, Wisconsin. Towards the middle, you get Chicago, Tampa, New York, Detroit, Phillies 500, Jacksonville slipping to under 500. The Stags have won 5 straight to get back to 14-18, so not very good. Columbus is struggling, and Kentucky is struggling. I can't believe Kentucky is as bad as they are. I thought they were going to be all right this year. Cyclones have surpassed the Martians for the first place in the Eastern Conference. Denver, Alaska right behind them. 1.5 games out. The Jacks, Cyborgs playing pretty well here as well. And the LA Leopards, Tempo, and Neptunes in contention. St. Louis, rather, 17-17. El Paso, 500. Houston, 16-17. California's at 14-18. Vortex, Stampede, Monsters, the Riptide. I don't know what the Riptide's problem is either, but I can't figure that one out for the life of me. But this game here should be pretty fun because my goal here in this final season, we're definitely wanting to see everybody one last time. And assuming Carolina doesn't have a miracle in them, this will be the last time that we see either of these teams. So Miami, Carolina, might as well watch and see what happens. Maybe they can turn it around for year 7 in our year 7 simulation, but might as well check out and see what is happening down here off the radar between Miami, Carolina. Looks like Rui Hashimura has found his second win here in his return to the Night Owls. There's Liad Laterman. He could be a special player next season for Carolina. We see him again offensively, putting something on the board here. 30-23 right now. Gilgeous-Alexander going to turn it over. Thibault's going to take it the distance. I was looking for Rudd there. See if Daniel Rudd can make a play. Artem Kozlov for 2. Miami goes up by 10. They're up by 11 here as the half approaches, and Larry Donaldson gets the roll out of Florida Gulf Coast. They'll knock that one down. 38-27. The Fly Guys are shooting miserably from the field here. Nothing good there. Sabonis for 2. Third quarter's starting to wind down a little bit. Nice block there. I think that was Allard. Walter Allard, I think, was on the block there. 2-ball good, 51-37. Again, that's Bruce Brown. So just to give you an idea with Carolina's working with. Burnside with a miss. Watford will score. Kozlov for 2. And Sabonis, or that's Hobbs. Hobbs scoring. Trendon Watford dunking there. So Carolina is making a comeback here. It's going to go out of bounds to Miami with 45 seconds, and Artem Kozlov will miss. Laterman gets the rebound. Rudd to Watford. Maybe you look for Burnside. I think Burnside should shoot this. What do you say? 30 seconds. Screen. Thought he had some space. Laterman off the glass. Nope, not going to happen. And with 25 seconds, Gilgeous-Alexander going to get to the line. And Miami will win this game between two of the cellar dwellers in the Eastern Conference. 71-64. So that's the caliber basketball we're talking about here. I don't think that had much to do with the defense, honestly. Trendon Watford leading scorer with 12. Gilgeous-Alexander 12 and 4 led the way for the Night Owls. Now let's check out Toronto, Honolulu. This might be the last time we see the Riptide unless they figure things out. They're sitting at 11 and 26. But meanwhile, the Stags are absolutely on fire. You saw they won 5 in a row to get to 14 and 18. Well, now they're at 18 and 18. So they've won an extra 4 games. So they're riding a 9-game winning streak. They'll get to 10 with a win here. So interesting comeback here for Toronto as we see Braden Cardoso knocking a 3 down. So they are heating up offensively, I can tell. It's a deep roster for the Stags, and I think they should make the playoffs at this rate. And here's Cardoso again before the end of the first quarter. 32-20. Larothable, nice turnaround. Nice shot there. Amari Kane towards the baseline will score. And another 3. This time it is Fultz for 3. It's 56-33 right now. And again, Honolulu is just getting bullied inside by Jarrett Allen. So you guys see the numbers here. It's a total blowout happening right now. It is now 72-43. So even the Sincast was not helping out Honolulu at all. Larothable with the rebound. Kicking it back out there. That'll be Hendricks for 3. Malachi Hendricks. 90s, or Mason Hendricks. Getting my Hendrickses messed up. Oh, hey, look, points for Honolulu. But, yeah, nothing doing there. 100-77. Riptide go down in humiliating fashion. And really, I don't know why they're as bad as they are. I know they, Carlisle, I think, retired, but Michael Porter's the only missing piece here from a team that was in the XBA finals a couple of years ago. So they really have no business being this bad. So I don't know what the problem is. Let's check out our last game of the video here. Cyborgs and Chicago, both teams over 500. Cyborgs looking pretty good here with the Kyrie Irving addition. Zach Zumwalt has taken over the small forward starting role and played pretty well. Chicago adding Booker. You think maybe this might be the missing piece, but they're still only 19 and 18. Their work is clearly ahead of them. Brian Banks getting a lot of time out there at center. Booker for 3, 12-8 right now, make it 12-11. 2.5 minutes there. Kyrie off the glass. I know Tampa Bay probably misses that. He was definitely the X factor for that team. Stefano Seagull out of Spain. Here's Demetrius Edwards, one of the XBA 2 All-Stars last year. Again, Edwards heating up here, 44-40. Anthony Edwards will miss from 3. Rashawn Holmes with the rebound. And let's take this into halftime. It is 44-40. Irving with 17, Booker with 13. So the Stars are out tonight, and they're playing pretty good. There's Demetrius Edwards for 2 to give Chicago the lead here. We're skipping ahead into the fourth quarter. Hiram Hemsworth for 3. Lead back in San Jose's hands, and Edwards and Hemsworth are fighting over the ball. And a lob pass to Rashawn Holmes. Wow, 84-84, under a minute left. Kyrie Irving, jumper, good. Timeout Chicago with about 52 seconds left. 26 tonight for Kyrie Irving. Devin Booker finding some room here. It's going to be Brian Banks. Inside, no. Good, he can't beat Nikola Vucevic, and they will not foul here. Plenty of time remaining on the clock. Shot clock in their favor as well, but the 2 will drop. It's now a 4-point game. Booker, give it to somebody. Thought he might have had Cartwright. He's going to take it himself. He'll score 88-86. 20 seconds now. Irving's at the line. Knocks down the first one. Second is good. 90-86. Booker from way downtown. No chance. And Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Kyrie's going back to the line. And that will do it, guys. Here, 92-86. Paxson for three. No, nothing going to happen there. So 92-86. Your final. San Jose gets a road victory. And that'll help their case as the Western Conference playoffs will start heating up here. Booker had 23 in this one. Cartwright 14, Paxson 12. Kyrie finished the game with 32 points. Hemsworth had 12. Chris Smoove with 7. I saw him there. So the young guys for San Jose are pretty good too. We're going to simulate ahead about another week here. And the Jacks get a win over St. Louis. I just happen to have this set to Las Vegas. But we are going to go up to about the All-Star selection. So it'll be early February here. Ooh, a nice win over the Martians. So let's check out the All-Star teams. Hopefully we'll have some more guys than we have had in the past. Let's see. I'm going to auto-draft this thing. So mostly the same guys. Durant, Davis, Embiid, etc. Apollo St. Patrick, first-time All-Star there. Ja Morant, first-time All-Star. Marcus Bryant, Cartwright, and the rookie, Brett Forbes. Wow. And checking out the other side, I see Max Boss. So we got 2 rookies. Malik Jones to go along with Mondre Rhymes-Porter, DJ Kemmerly, and Marcus Anthony. Now let's go to the standings here. We have the Washington Founders still in first place. Cincinnati still in second. City Slickers looking pretty solid there at 26-19. The Jacksonville Jump have won 5 straight to get to 26-20. Atlanta, Tampa up next. Atlanta's dropped 3 games in a row. And look at the Stags. The Stags are still charging. Paladins have lost 7 straight, 1-9 in their last 10. So they are slipping here. Wisconsin 23-24. Detroit 21-23. How about PC Chicago lost 3 straight. Columbus catching up on them. Kentucky still 14-28. It's so weird. Fly Guys and Miami Night Owls are starting to play a little bit better basketball. Remember, they were 5-26 or 6-25. Western Conference, San Diego, Alaska, Seattle. So the Chill have moved ahead of the Martians. San Diego looks like the team to beat right now, guys. 32-10. Denver looking good as always, 27-17. You got San Jose, Nashville, who are 8-2 in their last 10. So they're starting to gel together, I can tell. Vegas has won 3 in a row. Houston 24-20. Peppers have won 4 straight. You got LA, California at 500. Neptunes are 22-23. Arrows 21-25. Same with the Vortex. So the Arrows are positive in the point differential, but losing record overall. Then you got Phoenix, Kansas City, Honolulu, and SoCal. So 3 of those teams have represented the Western Conference in the XBA Finals. So interesting that 3 of them are at the bottom of the Western Conference standings, obviously notwithstanding SoCal. All right, the injury update. Wow, Sobchak out 8 to 10 weeks. Devontae Graham is out for the year. Nasir Little 8 to 10. Hashimura had been playing pretty well with Miami. Kyrie's going to miss some time for San Jose. Tashi has an injury in Seattle. Zach LaVine, Marcus Smart, Kobe White. So some day-to-day stuff. So the league is healing. Some people are healing in the league. We've got a couple other injuries, but for the most part, not too bad. All right, guys, we are going to leave it there. We're going to have a couple games, then we do the All-Star game. I don't have a ton of All-Star stuff. Just as a heads up, the rookie-sophomore thing was screwed up, I think, because when I imported the player DNA, a few of those guys had 1 year because they had been playing in XBA 2. So the rookie-sophomore game got thrown off. So ultimately, I only have the 3-point dunk and actual All-Star game. I know the actual All-Star game is not that much fun, so we'll go through that really quick. And then I think there's 15 games. So the next video will probably go for about an hour, and that will wrap up the regular season for Season 6. So we got 15 games left to go. And after that, we'll be in the playoffs. You guys know the playoffs takes a while. There's a ton of games to get through there. We're hoping the series will be over by the end of the month. We got Season 6, and then we got Season 6 off season, Season 7 sim. And that will do it for the XBA. So guys, thanks for tuning in. We will see you early next week.